Have you ever woken up feeling like the world is just a little heavier than it used to be? Maybe you've noticed that your energy isn't what it once was, or that it's harder to shake off a bad mood. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Many of us over 70 find ourselves facing these challenges, but here's the good news. Staying positive and boosting your mood doesn't have to be complicated. In fact, it can be as simple as adopting a few new habits. That's what we're talking about today in this video. How to stay positive after 70. We shall consider 5 simple habits to boost your mood and energy. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Easier said than done, right? But trust me, these habits aren't about making huge changes or overhauling your life. They're small, practical steps that can make a big difference in how you feel every day. Whether you're looking to feel more energized, lift your spirits, or just enjoy life a little more, these tips are for you. So, let's dive in and explore the first 2 habits that can help you stay positive and vibrant after 70. The first habit is start your day with gratitude. Now, I know gratitude might sound like one of those buzzwords you hear all the time, but there's a reason it's so popular. It works. When you take a moment each morning to focus on what you're thankful for, it sets a positive tone for the rest of the day. It doesn't have to be anything grand. It could be as simple as appreciating the warmth of your bed, the smell of your morning coffee, or the fact that you woke up to another beautiful day. The key is to make it a daily practice. You can write it down in a journal, say it out loud, or even just think about it while you're brushing your teeth. The act of focusing on the good things in your life, no matter how small, can shift your mindset and help you approach the day with a sense of optimism. And when you start your day on a positive note, it's easier to carry that energy with you throughout the day. Now let's move on to the second habit. Move your body every day. I know exercise might not sound like the most exciting topic, especially if you're not used to being active, but hear me out. You don't need to run a marathon or lift heavy weights to reap the benefits. Even gentle movement like a walk around the block, some light stretching, or a few minutes of yoga can do wonders for your mood and energy levels. Physical activity releases endorphins, those feel-good chemicals in your brain that help reduce stress and boost happiness. Plus, it gets your blood flowing, which can help you feel more alert and energized. The key is to find something you enjoy and make it a regular part of your routine. Maybe it's dancing to your favorite music, gardening, or even just taking the stairs instead of the elevator. The goal is to get moving in a way that feels good for you. And remember, it's not about perfection, it's about progress. Even a little bit of movement each day can make a big difference in how you feel. Now, I want to pause for a moment and address something that might be on your mind. What if I'm not feeling up to it? Maybe you're dealing with aches and pains, or you're just not in the mood to be active. That's completely okay. The beauty of these habits is that they're flexible. If you're not feeling your best, start small. Maybe today, gratitude is just appreciating that you're doing your best, and movement is simply standing up and stretching for a few minutes. The important thing is to show up for yourself, even in small ways, because those small steps add up over time and they can lead to big changes in how you feel. So let's recap what we've covered so far. First, start your day with gratitude to set a positive tone. Second, move your body every day to boost your mood and energy. These are simple habits, but they're powerful tools for staying positive and vibrant after 70. And the best part? They're completely within your control. You don't need anyone else's permission or participation to make them happen. They're all about you and your well-being. But we're just getting started. In the next part of this video, we'll dive into 2 more habits that can help you stay positive and energized. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. Now that we've talked about starting your day with gratitude and moving your body every day, let's dive into the next 2 habits that can help you stay positive and energized after 70. These habits are all about nurturing your mind and spirit, and they're just as important as taking care of your body. So let's keep the conversation going and explore how you can boost your mood and energy even further. The third habit is connect with others in meaningful ways. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Isn't this about staying positive on my own? And you're absolutely right. Independence and self-care are key. But here's the thing. Humans are social creatures, and meaningful connections can have a profound impact on our mood and overall well-being. The key word here is meaningful. It's not about having a large circle of friends or attending every social event. It's about nurturing the relationships that truly matter to you. Maybe it's a weekly phone call with a loved one, a coffee date with a close friend, or even volunteering in your community. These interactions don't have to be lengthy or complicated, they just need to be genuine. When you connect with others in a way that feels authentic and fulfilling, it can lift your spirits, reduce feelings of loneliness, and remind you that you're not alone on this journey. And if you're someone who prefers smaller, quieter interactions, that's okay too. Even a smile or a friendly chat with a neighbor can brighten your day. The goal is to find what works for you and make it a regular part of your life. Now let's move on to the fourth habit. Engage your mind with purpose. After 70, it's easy to fall into routines that don't challenge or inspire you, but keeping your mind active and engaged is one of the best ways to stay positive and energized. Think about it. When was the last time you learned something new or pursued a passion project? Maybe it's been a while, and that's okay. The good news is, it's never too late to start. Engaging your mind could mean picking up a new hobby like painting, gardening, or playing a musical instrument. It could mean reading books that inspire you, solving puzzles, or even taking an online course on a topic you've always been curious about. The key is to choose activities that excite you and give you a sense of purpose. When you're mentally stimulated, it not only boosts your mood, but also helps keep your brain sharp and resilient. And here's a bonus. Many of these activities can be done at your own pace and in the comfort of your home. So whether you're diving into a new book or trying your hand at a creative project, the act of engaging your mind can bring a sense of fulfillment and joy that lasts long after the activity is over. Now, I want to take a moment to address something that might come up as you think about these habits. What if I don't feel like doing anything? Maybe you're feeling low on energy or motivation, and the idea of connecting with others or starting a new project feels overwhelming. That's completely normal, and it's okay to have days like that. The beauty of these habits is that they're flexible. If you're not feeling up to a big social gathering, maybe today's connection is a quick text to a friend. If starting a new hobby feels like too much, maybe today's mental engagement is simply reading an article or trying a new recipe. The important thing is to take small steps, even when you're not feeling your best, because those small steps can lead to big changes over time. So let's recap what we've covered in this part. Third, connect with others in meaningful ways to lift your spirits and reduce loneliness. Fourth, engage your mind with purpose to boost your mood and keep your brain sharp. These habits are all about nurturing your emotional and mental well-being, and they're just as important as taking care of your physical health. Together, they create a powerful foundation for staying positive and energized after 70. But we're not done yet. In the next part of this video, we'll explore the final habit that can help you stay positive and vibrant, and I'll share some practical tips for making these habits stick. Trust me, you're going to want to hear this. We've covered so much already. Starting your day with gratitude, moving your body every day, connecting with others in meaningful ways, and engaging your mind with purpose. These habits are all about creating a strong foundation for staying positive and energized after 70. Now let's dive into the fifth and final habit, which ties everything together and helps you maintain that sense of joy and vitality in the long term. This last habit is all about balance, self-compassion, and making these practices a sustainable part of your life. So, let's finish strong. The fifth habit is practice self-compassion and celebrate small wins. After 70, it's easy to be hard on yourself. Whether it's about not being as active as you used to be, feeling like you're not doing enough, or simply having an off day. But here's the truth. You're doing the best you can, and that's more than enough. Self-compassion is about treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you'd offer to a dear friend. It's about recognizing that it's okay to have bad days, to make mistakes, and to not have everything figured out. When you practice self-compassion, you create a safe space for yourself to grow, heal, and thrive. And part of that is celebrating your small wins. Did you take a short walk today? That's a win. Did you call a friend or try a new recipe? That's a win. Did you simply get out of bed and face the day? That's a win too. By acknowledging and celebrating these small victories, you build momentum and confidence. You remind yourself that progress, no matter how small, is still progress. And over time, these small wins add up to big changes in how you feel. Now let's take a moment to recap all 5 habits we've covered in this video. First, start your day with gratitude to set a positive tone. Second, move your body every day to boost your mood and energy. Third, connect with others in meaningful ways to lift your spirits and reduce loneliness. Fourth, engage your mind with purpose to keep your brain sharp and your spirits high. And fifth, practice self-compassion and celebrate small wins to create a sustainable, positive mindset. These habits are simple, but they're powerful tools for staying positive and vibrant after 70. And the best part? They're completely within your control. You don't need anyone else's permission or participation to make them happen. They're all about you and your well-being. But before we wrap up, I want to leave you with a few practical tips for making these habits stick. First, start small. You don't have to do everything at once. Pick one habit to focus on, and once it feels natural, add another. Second, be consistent. It's better to do a little bit every day than to go all out once in a while. Third, be patient with yourself. Change takes time, and that's okay. What matters is that you're taking steps in the right direction. And finally, remember that it's okay to ask for help. Whether it's a friend, a family member, or a professional, there's no shame in reaching out for support when you need it. So, if you've been feeling like your energy or mood could use a boost, I encourage you to give these habits a try. Start with one and see how it feels. You might be surprised at how much of a difference it can make. And remember, staying positive after 70 isn't about being perfect. It's about showing up for yourself, even in small ways, and celebrating the progress you make along the way. Thank you so much for watching. If this video resonated with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Which of these habits are you excited to try? How do you stay positive and energized in your own life? Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more tips and insights on living a happy, healthy, and fulfilling life after 70. Here's to staying positive, vibrant, and full of life, no matter your age.